Welcome student. Today's class we are going to discuss about parallel grouping of cells. Parallel means one cell connected in parallel with many other cells. That is, in parallel grouping of cells, positive terminal of all cells are connected to one end and negative terminal of the cells are connected to another end. See, positive terminal connected to one end, negative terminal of all the cells connected to another end. In this example, we will see for a simple two cells connected in parallel. See, this is positive side, this is negative side. Current from positive terminal, current will flow I1. From positive, current will flow I1. And this is I. And see that it is connected through. So here I have not shown it. See, battery will be having, see, battery 1 will have a terminal potential difference. Already we have seen terminal potential difference V for this is EMF and this is internal resistance. Terminal potential is equal to total EMF minus current flowing through this one into the internal resistance. So for this we can write for V1, for this cell V1, the terminal potential difference is V1, and for this one this is V2. Since V1 is equal to EMF of the first battery minus current flowing through this 1 into R1, and EMF of the second one is equal to EMF through the second battery into current through the second battery into R2. So this is V, but since both will be equal to V. Why? Because two cells are connected in parallel. Both are in parallel. It means the potential difference across this and this potential difference across this will be same. See, already we have seen the potential difference of two batteries when connected in parallel, across this end, this terminal, this potential difference will be same. Here in this case we call it as a terminal potential difference. In this case we can say V1 is equal to V2 is equal to V. We can simply write because of parallel connection. This potential difference between this battery and this one both will be same. In that case we can write by Kirchhoff at this junction. Say this point is A, this point is B. The current is flowing like this. I1 flows here, I2 flows here and joins here. At this junction A, KCL. By KCL, current entering the junction. This is entering, this is entering, this is leaving. So if this is I is equal to I1 plus I2. I1 plus I2. So from here we can get the value of I1, where I1 is equal to, when you bring it here, EMF of 1 minus EMF of minus 1 minus V1 divided by R1, or we can simply write E1 minus V, because V1 is equal to V2 is equal to V by R1. Similarly I2, what is I2? I2 is equal to, from here I2 is equal to A2 minus EMF of the second battery minus V2 divided by R2. Since V2 is equal to V1 is equal to V, we can write I1 is equal to I2, or I1 we can write I1 is equal to battery EMF of first one minus its potential, terminal potential difference divided by its internal resistance, and I2 is equal to minus V by R2. So from here we can, with the help of the KCL, we have written this equation. What is this equation? Since I is equal to I1 plus I2. So we can write I. What is I? Where I, we can say where I is equal to EMF or equivalent minus current, I is equal to equivalent and terminal potential V and divided by R equivalent. We can write this, we are going to see later. What is I? I is equal to I1 plus I2, or we can write I is equal to I1. I1 is equal to this minus V by R1 plus E2 minus V by R2. Simply we are manipulating the equations now. This is equal to E1 by R1 plus EMF of battery 2 divided by its internal resistance minus V into 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. On simplification, we have not done anything. E1 by R1, E2 by R2, E2 minus V by R1 minus V by R2, we have taken it. So this proportion, you can hold it here. Now what is V? Now we have to find out the potential difference across the combination. Now we have taken single cells in parallel. Now we are, this V stands for the potential difference across the combination. Let us see how it is. V into 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 is equal to E1 by R1, 2 by R2 and minus I. This is the equation. So after writing this equation, we can go for the, see what is 1 by R1 by 1 by R2. Suppose if two resistance are in parallel, if this is R1, this is R2, in this case this R1 stands for, see these and these are in parallel, these and these are in parallel, it means this and these are parallel. What is the equivalent resistance for this particular circuit is equal to 1 by R equivalent is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. This it means 1 by R1, 1 by R equivalent is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. R equivalent we can write, this is R equivalent is equal to R1 R2 by R1 plus R2. We can write both this way. So now this equation we can write this portion 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 is equal to 1 by R equivalent, that is V by into 1 by R1 into 1 by R equivalent is equal to this E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2 minus I, already we have written minus I. So if we take this one that side, this will become E1 is equal to V is equal to minus I divided by, then we take this one, 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. This divides both. R V is equal to E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2 divided by 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 minus I. See 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 can be written as R1 plus R2 by R1 R2. R equivalent is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2, which is equal to cross multiplication, it will be like this. So divided by 1 by R1 plus R2 is equal to divided by R1 plus R2 by R1 R2, R1 plus R2. Because we are dividing, this we are separating, this we are separating, which is equal to E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2 divided by 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 minus I into R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2. So we got this generalized equation like this. Now what is V? Now we have joined both. When we have joined both, means this is a combined circuit. For combined it is parallel grouped, and we have to find out equivalent EMF as well as equivalent resistance for the given combination, that is parallel combination. See, from here we say V net is equal to what is E equivalent minus I, current flowing through this one, into internal resistance equivalent. Comparing these two equations, this is equal to EMF equivalent. That is, EMF equivalent can be written as EMF equivalent of this entire circuit can be written as E1 by R1 plus E2 by R2 divided by 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2, and 1 by R equivalent is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 is equal to R1 plus R2 by R1 R2. Okay, we got this equation now. Further, this is equal to this portion, and comparing this equation, this is also V, that is also V. So comparing this V is equal to that V, this is E equivalent, and what about this portion? This is equal to R equivalent. So therefore we can write R equivalent is equal to R1 R2 divided by R1 plus R2. You can write R1 plus R2 or 1 by R1 R equivalent is equal to R1 plus R2 divided by R2 into R1. This way also we can write it. On writing this one, therefore 1 by R equivalent is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. So this is the expression for 1 by R equivalent, and R equivalent, this is the equivalent resistance of the parallel combination of the cells. So we can give the circuit diagram. Combined circuit diagram, this combination is made into one, that is single circuit having a EMF this one and internal resistance, and of course to deliver the power it is connected to external resistance. At the moment we will not concentrate on this one. We will see only when the cells are grouped how we can find out EMF equivalent and internal resistance equivalent. Internal resistance equivalent and this resistance will find, which is given by this equation. This is the equivalent resistance of two cells when connected in parallel. This is a 1 by R. See, don't never get confused. It is 1 by R equivalent. So 1 by R equivalent is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. This is not R equivalent, it is 1 by R equivalent and EMF of the battery. So R equivalent, how we will find out R equivalent? R equivalent can be easily, we can find out from this equation. See, this is the R equivalent. R equivalent is equal to R1 plus R2, or this we can write R1 plus R2 by R1 R2, or R equivalent is equal to R1 R2 by R1 plus R2. So similarly, this way this can be extended to any number of cells connected in parallel. For simplicity, I have taken two cells connected in parallel. Now we are going to see how if n cells are connected in parallel, what will be how the result will be modified. Suppose if n cells 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to n cell are connected in parallel with internal resistance R1, R2 and R3, we know the result, that is E equivalent is equal to EMF of first cell divided by its internal resistance plus second one its internal resistance plus third one plus internal resistance and so on, nth EMF nth cell and its internal cell, and divided by R equivalent, that is 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 plus up to 1 by Rn. So this is the EMF of the n battery when connected together it means this is a battery with the equivalent EMF with the terminal A and terminal B, and of course internal resistance R equivalent. So 1 by R equivalent for two resistor is equal to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. If it is, we are extending for N resistance, N internal resistance, N3 plus up to 1 by Rn. This is the general expression for N number of cells connected. So suppose if we have N number of cells, N identical cells, this is for N number of cells. If we have N identical cells, for N identical cells, it means this is equal to, this is because it is identical cell, EMF is equal to same, and R1 is equal to R, R2 is equal to R, R3 is equal to R, Rn is equal to R. N battery cells, the EMF equivalent is equal to battery 1 divided by its internal resistance, battery 2 divided by its internal resistance, this divided by this divided by this, plus this divided by this, plus up to n times, because there are n cells are grouped in parallel, and R equivalent 1 by first one plus 1 by second internal resistance, 1 by third internal, up to n times. Or we can write E equivalent EMF is equal to n times of E by R, and E by R divided by n times divided by R. So this is equal to n epsilon by R by n by R. This cancel, this cancel, is equal to E. It means we can come to the conclusion, if n identical batteries are connected in parallel, the net EMF is equal to EMF of one cell. If n identical cells are connected in parallel, the net EMF E net or E total is equal to EMF of a single cell This is a net EMF. In this case, if all n identical cell, EMF is equal to this much. And what about R equivalent? We have to find out R equivalent. R equivalent is equal to E equivalent is equal to EMF net. EMF net is equal to EMF of a single cell R net. Since 1 by R equivalent is equal to 1 by R plus 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 1 by R up to n times is equal to n into 1 by R. So R equal to, we can write R equivalent 1 by R equivalent is equal to n by R. R equivalent, if we reverse it, R divided by n. This we must have studied in the resistors in parallel. If there are n identical resistance, then the equivalent resistance is equal to value of one resistance divided by number of resistance. Value of one resistance divided by number of resistance. Condition to get maximum current in parallel grouping of cells. Let us consider for identical cells. For identical cells, the equivalent circuit E, that is EMF equivalent, is equal to EMF due to single cell, and R equivalent is equal to internal resistance of a single cell divided by number of cells. This already we have seen. What is net resistance? Here R equivalent net resistance. In this, since this is the parallel grouping that we have connected across the external resistance. Why external resistance? After grouping, this will give some current. That current to be utilized by the external resistance, that is fan or anything, light, anything. So we are connecting an external resistance. Net resistance is equal to, because this is R equivalent, and total resistance, that is all are in series, therefore R equivalent plus R. R equivalent plus R. So net resistance can be written as R plus R equivalent. R equivalent for n identical cells is equal to R divided by n. And net EMF, total EMF is equal to E equivalent, which is equal to EMF of a single cells alone. Therefore current is equal to net EMF divided by total resistance. Total resistance, that is net EMF is this one, total EMF is equal to R plus R by N. This is the expression for current. And now we want current to be maximum. Here there are two conditions. First condition, if R is much greater than internal resistance, or we can say R is, this also can be written as I is equal to epsilon naught into N R plus R into N, Rn plus R into N. If this is much greater than, this is R is much greater than, in this case what you can say, that is, this we can reduce, it means almost zero internal resistance, because internal resistance is negligible. Zero internal resistance, it means we can note a point. If there is no internal resistance in a battery, then it has to be an ideal battery with no internal resistance. So R is equal to 0. If R is equal to 0, if this portion R is equal to 0, this portion becomes 0. So I is equal to, when this portion R is equal to 0, this portion will become 0. And this is equal to, how it will come? 0 means NE by NR is equal to E by R. What does that mean? It is the EMF by resistance, that is current as good as given by a single cell in this condition. Second condition, if R is much less than R or NR, that is capital R, that is external resistance is equal to 0. If this is equal to 0, this is equal to, this is the current is equal to N E by R, we can say, or we can write N into but EMF of one cell divided by its internal resistance, that is current given by a single cell, and N times. It means current is maximum when this condition, at this condition current is maximum. External resistance is 0 means what? Almost negligible means this resistance is not there, it is equal to 0. Then that condition it gives maximum current. So to get maximum current in parallel grouping of cells, the external resistance is much smaller than number of internal resistance. Where this is R. R means any number of internal resistance, or you can say internal resistance. This is the condition for I maximum. Here I is equal to I maximum. So to get maximum resistance, maximum current through the parallel grouping of n identical cells, what we have to do? We have to keep the external resistance to be very small, that is negligible in external resistance, so that we get maximum current. That is, the external resistance must be very less.